To the Yukon in North 61, so I thought I'd give you a little update on my moose hunt fly-in. Yeah, and when the weather is like this, I can paddle that boat solo with no problem at all. There it is. Good boat. Unfortunately, the weather wasn't like that. It was like this. I think the wind also swept away my calls, so I gave it the old college effort, but I don't think anything heard the call except for me. Third, it wasn't just the wind; it was also the rain, and both of those things. I think the rain has a tendency to have moose seek cover and not move around too much. The weather I've run into this year. Oh, here it is. It's been windy ever since I got dropped off. There's no way I could have come in any other time than the window I came in on, which was lucky, I guess, but now it's raining. Moose usually stay put when it's raining. I'll do a little calling from camp here, but God. And fourth, there were bison. I saw bison, and there was lots of bison sign. And there is some recent research that says when the bison are really active, the moose tend to look for other places to be. Yeah, so he's only 456 yards away. And there he is. And like I said, I've talked to people who said that the bison, the moose tend to that moose when there's bison around. Fifth and final excuse that I'm giving you, although you're supposed to be accountable, not take excuses, but I'll give it anyway, is it was never that cold. It was cold because it was windy, but it never got even close to 0 or 32 degrees. So I don't think the rut was in any kind of a swing. And I've since heard that around town the rut has just started after I came back. So that makes sense to me. So that didn't quite work out. I came back home, got on the plane. I was happy to be back home, and I always enjoy being home after being in the camp for 6 days by myself. Bit of work. So I'll go out again. I'll take the 375 Winchester because I'm going to do some short trips. Being a solo moose hunter now, my son left. He went back to university. It was really going to be both of us. So I'm now limiting myself to a 300-yard strip. I've got to be 300 yards from a lake, 300 yards from a river, or 300 yards from a road. Because you got 8 trips to make with a moose, back and forth. So 16 times whatever. So even 300 meters times 16 starts to be some reasonably long time, especially when half of that is with 100 to 120 pounds on your back. So there are some limitations to being a solo hunter, but I'm going to go out and do my best. I'm probably going to do some road hunting in the area that I got a draw for. I no longer have side-by-sides, all that kind of stuff. I want to be more use my body more. But that does limit my scope. So there's a couple of spots I'm going to call when it's really calm in the morning time. We'll see how it goes.